Hello and welcome to Minimon Move-In Remix. This is an overview of how to get started with your own remix. One of the first things that we'll see, well, let's actually introduce a couple of it. The idea of the Minimon Remix is that we can mix tenants together, and if we mix them, then we unlock new tenants. One of the first things that we want to do is take a look at the Minimon README. We can access that by going to Scripts and then finding Minimon README. If we double click on that, then it will open up a page that will step you through what it takes to get the player persistent variables set up, how to add your own character customization, how to change the title screen, and then how to customize the soundtrack. Let me step you through what it takes to get the PPV started. If we go to the Systems dropdown and we go to Variable Groups, we can create our own variable group. Let's call this Remix. We're going to add it to this world just by default, and here we can add additional variables. Let's take a look at what the README says. It says we need to create a player stats and a slot manager data, that their type needs to be of object, and they need to be player variables. Player stats, slot manager data. Player stats, no spaces, and it needs to be object. Go ahead and create that. Let's create the second one. This one is supposed to be slot manager data. We'll create that. Now the next step we need is in the save manager, we can edit a script. Let's make this a little larger. And here within the save manager script on line 7, we see the game PPV group name. This was Minimon Move-In, but we just renamed this to, or we made our own group called Remix. And that's it. That's all you have to do. Let's minimize this. And let's give it a quick play. If everything did it right, we should get an empty playing board. Look at that, it loaded up and we're good to go. Next steps would be to exit out of this and go to the texture referencer. This is where all of the new textures can be placed. For example, I have a bunch of textures in my assets, and what I can do is I can just start dragging and dropping them into these places. Just with that, we can press play. We'll let it load. And now when we open up, we can see we have our new images. It automatically will update it so that the tenant pops up. And it's as easy as that. We can update similar things like the title. If we go to title image, we can replace that. We can replace the title text image. We can also go to the audio manager and swap out what the title music will be as well as the soundtrack. We can enable them here. And then we can swap out any other audio that we want to right here. One single source. The pop-ups and game overlay can all be edited from here. And if you want to change some of the background, then swap out the texture on this. that should be it to get you started. Hope it was helpful, and I'll check you later.